What up, 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 what up? Hey, welcome back, Sard. 117 months, let's go. Alright, this dickhead. What was I trying? I was trying Lune. I think this just was coming down to me actually being able to do some parrying, really. Good start to the day. Huge!
Storm is coming.
I mean, he's going to die. So I need to take health off of him.
Meet your reckoning.
Or we could just get like the world's worst rolls on the other guy. That could happen too.
Ready to evade.
Fuck. Early. That was such a good start. Ruined by roulette.
I'm ready. I'll do it.
Like the worst opening.
I'll do it.
Holy shit, the worst combo of attacks. Amazing.
Ready to evade.
Dude, what the fuck
I'm
is the
ready.
timing on that? assholes. Yeah. Right.
A storm is coming. Elements, converge! Meet your reckoning.
Where the hell was this damage on the last run? They'd both be dead. Oh my god.
Ready to evade.
Yeah. I disagree that that wasn't a parry. But okay. We're gonna do this today, are we? We're doing this today. I see. I see. Oh, I see. It's gonna be one of those days where, like, I can't feel the difference between a successful parry and a non-successful parry, and it just feels like the game is just fucking deciding in the moment what it wants. Okay.
I'll do it. I'm ready.
Green
Ready
guy.
to evade. I'll do it.
I wish the first one didn't go so well, aside from the roulette, because it's gonna piss me off that we basically already beat all this shit, but we got cocked by, like, 7 consecutive low rolls, which is just, you know, the typical mathematical fuckery that I endure.
Ready to evade.
This is the impossible fucking parry. I'm already tilted. Despite shooting 518, Halbert was a big part of why the Pacers won based on your breakdown. Yes. Because of assists and his contributions on the defensive end. That being said, I'm working that shit over to try to tighten it up. Because what happens is efficiency and the defensive portion is overvalued right now because the defensive stat specifically can't account for perimeter defense and switches and stuff like that that don't appear on a scorecard or in a stat sheet anywhere other than like the guy that they're paying on the team recording their own stats for their own use like later on. And so that has to be accounted for, and then also the general weight of offense being valued more than defense, which is the reality in today's basketball that good offense beats good defense because of spacing and three-pointers. And then the efficiency side can overvalue hyper efficient low minutes contributors in a way that if you rank order the players, it can kind of look a little silly. If you fully understand the context of the stat, it makes sense and you can sort it, but I don't want people to have, that would ever look at that, not that anyone other than like 3 people will, but to be able to just look at it and see, like, I want the stats to align to some degree with the reality of like an eye test as well, and that's just kind of the reality of it. So I've got to make some adjustments on that. You did some basketball work? I created a framework of new 1, 2, 3, 4 technically 5s, probably like 9 stats that all use just the box score and not like hidden fuckery or whatever else. So to help better evaluate per possession, per player per possession impact as a value, and so that when you're looking at a player, it's not just, oh, X player produced 30 something points, but then you don't maybe immediately look at the fact that that their defense is the reason why the other team scored 16. Like Jalen Brunson, for example. Dog shit on defense. Literal dog shit. Can put up 39 points all he wants, but then he's a sieve on the other side. And so, what the suite of stats that I put together would then kind of bring to light is that he's still gonna rank in like the top 4 or 5 players in a given match because of his output, but he's not like number 1, number 2, or whatever the fuck. In many instances anyway, when he's particularly Swiss cheese.
Ready to evade.
God, I fucking hate this guy so much. What the fuck is the timing on that? It's like the antithesis of the timing of every other fucking melee attack in this game. Where like the window is suddenly like before the attack and not during or slightly after, and it completely fucking throws me off.
Not looking good.
No shit.
Elements converge.
Look at the rolls, bro. That's a counter. Oh my god, it's a fucking parry. Oh my fucking god. Oh, we're gonna have a day today. We're gonna have a day today. Only box score merchants abuse the stats. Most people know it's important to look at the defensive contribution. Oh, it's not necessarily that. All right, so let me derail this whole thing to talk about this for a second. So essentially, what the suite of stats I put together are doing. The offensive, let me do it this way. Offensive stats are really fucking easy to put into advanced metrics because we can more easily track.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks,
out.
Major Baby. Oh, I'm hearing you, but I ain't playing Overwatch. But I appreciate the 6969. Thank you, sir. I hope you're enjoying your new PC. Yeah, we'll get the basketball part out. Get it out of the system. And give me a chance to, like, take a break from this game serving up bullshit. So offensive stuff, as I was saying, really easy to do because we record and can record with numbers much more easily offensive impact than defensive impact. So, but it's still important to some degree and valuable to be able to, at a glance, use stats in as simple a form as you can try to get. Because it does give you a really good way of being able to try to compare across positions, between positions, in certain contexts. You know, there's value to it. I started out with this because I felt that assists, generally speaking, and some other aspects that are able to be gleaned from just box score stats even, are kind of undervalued when somebody is evaluating a game based on box score, which is usually what happens. If you don't watch the game, the ultimate test is the eye test. You see the numbers, you see the game, you watch them play. That's the ultimate thing, right? You can't. No stat is going to be able to account for everything that the eye test can. And so you're really just trying to get something that can be used in conjunction with having watched the game to appreciate the full context of whatever stat you're using, right? But there are a lot of, like, black box fucking stats now that are used a lot, and I'm not even sure that the people that use the stats, you know, from talking heads and otherwise, even fully understand what the fuck they mean. So, you know, like, box plus minus, I think a lot of people just actually think that means the raw plus minus when it's not. Or Raptor and some of these other more, like, convoluted fucking stats that are trying to be predictive and all-encompassing. They're, like, trying to chase the fucking, like, you know, one formula to describe absolutely everything and take the eye test out of it entirely and they just want it to be math. Well, I appreciate the math and I appreciate statistics, but I also appreciate that the simpler the better. Understanding that there is a balance between the simplicity of a statistic in terms of how it's calculated, but also how its readability and its intelligibility for anyone, regardless of skill level, that can look at it and understand it, and there's value in that. And the more you understand it, to be able to place it in context and use that stat to your advantage, you know, whether you're trying to find value in comparative value in players on a team for scouting or rotations or otherwise. So Um, So with that, I set out, the goal was I want to create these only using box score stats, and none of the fanciful bullshit. I just want to use box score stats, and so that was like part one of the goal. So I set up a suite of offensive stats, a suite of defensive stats, and then I did from working on. Still, although they're all being worked on to some degree, but primarily there's two stats that unify that offensive and defensive suite to provide you with, like some sort of ultimate, individual player per possession impact on the game so that you can get a sense at, including adjusting for efficiency and all that, what this player actually represented for the time that they were on the court. Which means that, you're always going to get some instances where players that you might think would be at the top might not be, based on just looking at raw box score stats, and that's fine. And that's also why you need to be able to always take into consideration the full context of a game. So for example, the actual, so okay, how do I break all this down? I guess if I'm gonna get real fucking down and dirty about it. So there's like a true point stat, which is the points that they got, and then you're adding the value off of assists. Now you can do this literally, where you can, if you have the team stats, you can see when this assist was recorded, it generated 2 or 3 points. But if you were to go to Basketball Reference, points off assists in the modern NBA is averaged out to being 2.3. So it's 2.3 is the multiplier times the number of assists, and then you add that to your points, and you get true points as for any given player. Then that is converted into offensive possession value, which is using that true points and then adjusting for pace and the not usage in the usage stat. I actually think it's a horrible name for that, but like it's accounting for the amount of minutes that the player is on the floor relative to the rest of his team, and throughout the game, and then pace. So it's pace adjusted and whatnot. So it turns it into a possession level number. So you get this rough idea of every time this player has the ball in a given position, or for every offensive possession that your team has that this player is on the floor, they are accounting for this value towards the scoreboard total at the end of the game. Whether that's 2 or 2.7 or 3, and it's not an exact point, but it is something that is equivocal to the scoreboard stat. So it's quite easy to appreciate what that means. And then there's a defensive equivalent to OPV, which is DPV, and it accounts for, offensive also accounts for offensive rebounds. I apologize. There's a weighted value for offensive rebounds. Defensive side is defensive rebounds, steals, and blocks. And like I was mentioning before, defense is difficult because there are no numbers that you can put to paper that represent perimeter defense, hedging, help defense, rotational, all that, fighting, over screens, all that. Defense is a very hard thing to track with numbers. And so that's accounted for later on, when we're trying to find like a player's total value input for the game. But just to rate them on a limited box score defensive situation, we have volume and efficiency, just like with offense. So it's a DPV score and then an efficiency score based on their minutes, exactly the same way. And then it's multiplied by 10, because typically the defensive stat is a decimal. And so just so that the OPV and DPV are, you can, when you're reading them, you look at them and you can kind of get a sense of value more easily. That's why the scaling is there. It's not to overvalue defense or anything, it's just for readability. And then those two stats, or four stats, so the volume and efficiency portions of offense and defense, get, with a formula, converted into TPV, total possession value. And that one gets, it's not complicated, but what it does is it accounts for a couple of things. So on the offensive side of the formula, there's the assumption, or not the assumption, but the knowledge that, for example, the offensive side of basketball is valued more than the defensive side, in the sense that good offense beats good defense. Not to say that defense isn't important, but it beats it. And so, like many stats, and you just don't see this because they're proprietary and they hide their ratios, but it's all vibe coding at the end of the day. I have just ascertained or decided that as far as the weights of offense and defense, it's like a 60-40. You could say it's like a 60-40 split. I might have even changed this just before, but just so that you understand how I'm calculating it. So there's a weighted value to the offensive side and the defensive side. And then even still within the offensive side, I have down-weighted offensive efficiency, because the reality is in basketball, shooters are going to shoot, coaches are going to have their high-volume players keep shooting, even if they're in a bit of a slump. And so you can't overvalue efficiency in determining somebody's impact in a game, because it will skew the end result quite substantially. And so I have in the TPV, it's weighted down, and that gives you your total offensive portion, and then you're adding it to the defensive portion. And the defensive portion is modified by that, you know, that split between the importance of defense and offense, and you get a combined number that then allows you to see the general per possession, usage and pace adjusted for each player, and everyone receives like the same scaling. This isn't like some other advanced stats where like bigs are having rebounds matter more, or whatever the fuck. You can do that with your own brain. You can see that if Mitch Robinson is getting, you know, a higher efficiency on defense from rebounding, it makes sense because he's fucking Mitch Robinson. You don't need to be handheld in that way. So you get this value at the end. So that's an easy thing to compare. And then the final thing is like a one look to compare the impact of each player relative to every other player in that specific game, like a plus minus. I take, you calculate all of the TPVs for every player in the game. You average that, you take out anyone that hadn't played for 5 minutes, so they get removed. Anyone that plays 5 or more minutes, all of the TPVs are averaged. You get that number, and then everyone's TPV is compared to that average, plus or minus, comes from that. And then you get a sense of what the actual impact was per possession, offense, defense combined, in terms of what was their impact on the scoreboard on both ends of the floor, in that sense, adjusted for pace and the whole fucking 9 yards. And then that gives you your output. All of those things, again, all can be calculated only from box score stats, which is something that a lot of advanced stats do not actually do. They do a whole bunch of extracurriculars on the outside with fanciful fucking... they start treating it like the finance market with regression analysis and all this other, like, just... It is of my opinion that you can get more accurate than the box score stats from the team stats that are being recorded. But when you start getting real fucking fancy and taking it too seriously, you start making it proprietary and hiding what you're doing and everything, I start to be like, what the fuck? Because then people don't know what we're talking about. But with what I've put together, it's easier, at a glance, valuable. It correctly predicts player archetypes, So far, from all the data that I've fed it, it correctly, Korean guy's seen a lot of this. It correctly sees archetypes. It within a certain band of accuracy, rank orders players' impacts throughout games well. It matches their, it matches what is generally known about that individual player's abilities. So when Jalen Brunson's TPV puts him at number 4 and Mitch Robinson in a game is higher because of Mitch Robinson's efficiency and defensive contributions ratio being greater than that of even Brunson's ability to be an offensive engine, but he's a sieve on defense, now it makes sense. Like, clearly Mitch Robinson is not worth more money than Jalen Brunson, but in that given game, per possession, for the time he was on the floor, what he was doing, Mitch Robinson was putting in the work. Anything from the Pacers-Knicks game breakdown that stood out to you or surprised you? I was surprised. I would say I was surprised at Brunson's, true or total possession value, because I was personally unaware just how kind of a non-factor Brunson is on defense. I knew he was small or short, but there are lots of short players that still are really great at defense. When I was first seeing the results, I was like, why is Brunson fucking so low? It doesn't make any sense. And then when I looked into it and I was, just trying to see what Brunson was like, I was like, oh, okay, makes sense. And then when I look at OG and Bridges and the other players and their results, and they're like, their archetypes are showing up as kind of defensive specialists, and more minor contributors, but like, then it started to actually come together. Yeah, so, and the whole, like, floor generals and stuff, there's a whole bunch of intangibles that no number will ever be able to provide you, right? It's just that, but you still want to have some, it's still valuable to have some level of simplified and relatively comprehensive, stats that allow you to, parse what. Because all intangibles still have some sort of knock-on effect that you'll see on the board in some way, shape, or form. And you can only account for so much, right? So, Josh Hart, okay, here, look. This is not the fully updated version of the thing, by the way, so these numbers will be a bit different. Right? And if you go down here, he's listed as an efficient role player, right? Not a lot going on the offensive side, but what offense he is producing is insanely efficient, right? And then on the defensive end, if you want to look more specifically at it, he's also being very solid on the defensive end. Now, in this game, this is only one game, right? So in this game, this is game 2, by the way. This is where the data came from. He struggled relative to everyone else. He was a little bit below the middle of the pack. But otherwise, as a role player, he did well. Speaking of role players, Mitch Robinson. Huge. Huge. Ridiculous. Fucking defensive contributions. And so with these stats, you can also start looking at, you can look at, things like how many players are sitting at 4+ for TPV, and what kind of, because this indicates players that have two-way impact, for example, and it also helps show what depth TPV across the entire rotation for the Pacers significantly, not significantly, but noticeably higher. Could I be any more bored sitting at this laundromat? You guys are such pussies. Such negative Nancys. My goodness. Such negative fucking Nancys. Alright? Alright, let's see.
Ready to evade.
God, fuck, damn it.
I'm ready. I'll do it. Ready to evade.
The problem is there's at least 3 people. Yeah, but they don't have to be like, just keep your fucking mouth shut. You know? Just like, shut the fuck up. You just not be negative about it. I'm talking about something that I was relatively passionate about. I put some time into it. I enjoy it. I'm sharing it with other people who have some interest. And if you don't have interest in it, just like in real life, just shut the fuck up. Like, if you're sitting at a party and, there's a lot of conversations and stuff going on, and there's whatever else, and you're being entertained for some reason, for whatever's going on, and then, like, somebody is saying, just go up to them and be like, hey, like, why are you, this, like, you're so boring. You know what I mean? It's just kind of fucking weird. It's kind of just a weird thing. It's just, like, every time I look up at chat, I get, like, 2 different things. It's, like, deep-seated, my entire personality is being negatively sarcastic, and then shitting on anything that isn't just, like, raw, unadulterated gameplay. This is fucking weird. A little fucking odd. Terrible roll. This is like the one that probably never gonna be getting.
I'll do it.
Oh, another low
So
roll.
much potential. A storm is coming.
Holy fuck, these rolls are terrible. Just kill me. I didn't get a single good roll in the entire fight. We lost every roll. Yikes.
Ready to evade. Ready to evade.
That last one, or two, I was pretty confident in. The middle one I fucked up.
I'm ready.
We're gonna be here all day. Finally!
I'll do it.
That was kind of shite. Oh my fucking god. That's not a miss! That's a fucking parry, you dickhead!
Now's our chance. Elements, converge!
Wow, we are getting cocked
Ready
today.
to evade.
That's crazy work. $21,000. Oh my god. Are you serious? How is that not a fucking parry?
I'm ready.
Oh yeah, end it. End it. That's it. That's it. There you go. Take all your luck and then cuck me on 2 clear fucking parries. Alright. But that upswing, I timed it. I know when I miss the window bad. I hit the timing on that upswing. It's usually the one that comes before the upswing that I miss. Oh.
I'm ready. I'll do it.
Oh.
Ready to evade.
Well, 1 for
Flowing
2.
with energy. Meet your reckoning.
You're not
Ready
serious.
to evade.
How is that?
I'll do it. I'm ready. I'll do it. A storm has come. Elements converge. A storm has come.
Are you serious? Just, I'm not doing the rest of the fight. Oh my god, dude. Can we
ready.
be very fucking serious here, please? I don't want to be here all fucking day because you're being dumb.
I'll do it. Elements converge. Let us stain them. Meet your reckoning. I'll do it.
I think this game's fucking cocked. I think this game's fucking cocked. Is my opinion of it right now. I think it's on the fucking meth.
Ready to evade. I'll do it.
This should already have been over. I got supremely fucked in the first fight. That was on me.
So much potential. Elements converge. Meet your reckoning.
Are we being very serious right now? Are you fucking serious? No, it's not they have health. We low rolled every fucking hit. Every one. What is the math?
Ready to evade.
Oh my fucking god, dude. This is...
I'm ready. I'm ready. A storm is coming.
I'm just dying to burn anyway. So none of this matters.
Meet your reckoning. Ready to evade.
We get high rolls when it doesn't matter, and low rolls when it does. Ugh. Oh my, just fucking, no, just...
I'm ready.
Just end
I'm
the
ready.
fight.
I'll do it.
If this fucking guy survives...
Elements converge. your reckoning. I'll do it. I'm ready. I'll do it. Now's our chance.
I mean, I don't even have to say anything. You guys are witnessing the bullshit. I mean, and I'm burning right now, too. So, like, there's only so much I can do. There goes 50% of my damage.
Meet your reckoning. Ready to evade. I'm ready. Ready to evade. Ready to evade. Ready to evade. Ready to evade.
I can't escape this burn, bro. This guy is fucking hell-bent on keeping me on fire.
Now's our chance.
And I can't survive 2 burn, I just die. Like, I can put anti-burn on, but I'm gonna lose... I lose no matter what on that shit. I'm getting cut. This should already be over. This fight, I've already fucking finished this shit. What are we doing here? Just die to the burn.
I'm ready. I'll do it. I'll do it. Ready to evade. A storm is coming. I'll do it. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'll do it. I'm ready.
아, 루티도.
Huh.
오, 엄마. 그걸 길게. 너. Mamma, oui, là. Oh, Grindel. Oh, c'est qui?
I fucking hate that attack so much because it feels like it's a different speed every fucking time. And the parry window for it is minuscule.
A storm is coming. Let the ink flow.
How are you gonna have me out here doing... Okay, whatever, just fucking do it, Adam. Just shut the fuck up and get it done.
Meet your reckoning.
You'll be here for 5 hours, you're getting it done. You ain't got no choice.
Ready to evade. Ready to evade.
It's still low rolling me, which is like fucking insane.
Chroma is flowing.
Wow, dude.
I'll do it.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Let the ink flow.
Again. Holy shit.
Converge!
Finally! A hot... Like, how much more do you want from me, game? You're out here literally I've got like 700% damage boost, 100%, 116% crit. Everything is juiced to the fucking gills, and you're giving me like 30,000 damage? What are we even talking about? What the fuck are we talking about, dude? Come on. Like the whole afternoon just gonna be like that? I'll turn the game off if it's gonna fucking give me friggin' 0.05% rolls over and over again. I thought I had this weapon. I don't? No, there's no...
Oh, bambina, c'est ta...
No, apparently not. I mean, this is still the preferred weapon, but I should probably try to own some of these weapons anyway.
Ah, couleur fauve, oh, l'eau,
I should also probably pick some of these up, but they're very expensive. This is an intriguing weapon. It fits no archetypes that I've ever used my L for, but... There's some abuse to be had in there. Does the level 20 skill work for when she dies? She gives 3 shields, but it gives 6? That's on Virtuous Stance. So what would happen is, like, you could set it up so that she's just farming to die, right? And giving everyone shields, and then you bring her back to life. And you, as soon as she switches into Virtuous Stance, she's doubling whatever shields still remain. Like, you could do that. Which is what I was thinking about. And it would almost be... I've been trying to think about how to get, like, that fire thing to work, assuming that, again, taking damage means actually losing health and not just taking a hit. Yeah. I own most of these. I don't own these weapons here, but... I don't have any earth builds. I can always come back. I needed to prioritize the other stuff. For now.
Eso quiero.
Bro, you're fucking expensive. You ain't got no customers out here, and you are charging a fortune. Crazy. Crazy. I mean, I take that off, but I don't know what the hell I would put in there. We had inverted affinity on for reasons. We'll leave it on for other reasons. Yeah, that's fine. What's up, babe? Yep, one sec.